Hello, everybody.
I should have known you were going to start with that.
I feel like Kirk Cousins. I feel like Kirk Cousins. My new Patriots reversible part
Snuggie.
snuggie, more snuggie. Yeah, it's
I think
very
that's what
soft.
it is.
It is. It's very, very soft and warm. I might take it off halfway through this.
Yeah, I don't know how people just sit in the house with those. Like that's all the advertisements for those, and it's like, even in the winter, I think I'd get hot.
It's nice. Well, unless you're a weirdo like me and you have your windows open right now.
I do,
Ooh,
but it's
excuse me.
it's. I also have the windows open, but it's like 60 here.
Yeah, it's the same here. It feels a little bit colder though.
It was fucking 75 this weekend. We were sweating our asses off.
Yesterday was fucking 82 here.
I don't think it was that warm here.
I was like, what
My
the
God.
fuck's going on? It's November.
Yeah.
It was crazy. On Friday morning, there was fog over the job site. Like the sun came up like normal, and then
Mhm.
half an hour later, it was just foggy. You could not see 10 feet in front of you. It was
Oh
insane.
my God.
It happened so fast. I
It's
was like,
weird.
was there a gas leak?
Yeah, it's weird because usually as the sun comes up more, like the fog starts to go, like roll out and dissipate.
Yeah.
It's
Did
funny
you
that it got worse.
did you get your extra hour of sleep on Saturday?
No, no.
I know I did.
I
Oh yeah, you
was
were hungover as
no.
fuck.
I had I had an
Drunk
extra
as
hour of being out and probably drinking more than I have in quite a while.
fuck.
Like, or at least feeling
Speaking
the
of drinking,
worst. Yeah, it makes me want to throw up, kind of. Like, I don't know what. I guess Friday was just more of a warm up, and I thought we were out pretty late and drank a lot on Friday, but then Saturday started at like noon and like didn't really stop.
yeah, you said you didn't know if you were going to go out on Saturday last time.
Oh, I
Ooh.
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
you said
well,
you guys were just going to go out on Friday.
oh no, Shane was only here on Friday. Everyone else was still there on Saturday. Maybe I did say that. I don't know why I would
You
have
did
said that
because
though.
you called you asked Reagan if you guys were doing anything on Saturday, and she was like, I don't think so. I think we're just doing stuff on Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. No, we did a lot on Saturday. And I felt fine. I felt great in the morning, and then the day went on, and I was. It's the only time like puking the next day, being hungover. I was honestly like scared because the second time, a lot of it was like because I was just chugging like seltzer waters all day after just to get the fizz to like burp.
Yeah.
So if you get a couple burps when you're hungover, you start to like feel really good. It wasn't helping, so then
Mm.
I vomited the second time. It was just like that, and then like the end of it was like kind of bloody, and I was like, and my like, I felt my
Ugh.
head feel like so swollen, and I was like, I don't, am I gonna have to go to the hospital right now? Like not actually, but I was concerned when I there was blood. I was like, geez, I don't.
That is a little bit concerning. Yes, I'm
Yeah, it
not sure if
was
I've ever had blood in my puke.
it was very violent too. Like I'm a pretty violent, but that time it like threw me back though. I was like,
Oh, you
Jesus.
are. You really go for it. You do the full on like. "Ah!
It's loud as shit
Ah!"
though. I don't mean to either. It just like I purposely try not to do it, and it just I don't know. It just happens.
It's hilarious though.
It's something. It's a
It's up
sight.
there with John's Windex laugh.
John's a pretty violent puker too.
He is. Recently, he's been pretty good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't like doing it. But not that anyone ever likes puking, but I really really don't like it anymore. So I try to do whatever I can to not do it.
Yeah, it's not the most pleasant.
It didn't help that I didn't have any Tums either. Like I think if I had some Tums
Oh,
left,
yeah, fuck that.
that might have helped. That might have helped.
Well, speaking of unpleasant, Philly must be pretty disappointed this weekend. Lost the World Series, and then, well, lost the MLS Cup first. I'm pretty sure, and then the World Series.
And I didn't really watch it, the MLS Cup, obviously, but I like watched a little bit of it. But apparently, it was like tragic. Like we lost. We scored. It went to extra time. We scored in stoppage time in extra time,
Oh,
and then they scored again to tie it up, and then it went to penalties and we lost.
that was a pathetic showing in penalties. That was really bad.
Yeah, I was.
John was like, well, I was at John's house and I was falling asleep. We had gone to Buffalo Wild Wings before that. I didn't even drink there. I was just kind of tired from
Yeah,
drinking the rest of the day. And he woke me up. He was like, Schwarbomb! Schwarbomb! He was fucking screaming in his
I was.
basement.
I was doing that in the middle of the bar, and then I turn around and we're losing, and I was just a puddle at the bar.
Yeah.
Just why I was like sitting at the bar to get a drink, and I just like melted because we didn't lose, we hadn't lost. It was just when they went up.
Yeah.
I think it was the Jordan home run,
3-1.
and
Oh,
it
oh,
was a
dude.
yeah
That was like one of the craziest home. You can barely do that in MLB The Show. I was
yeah.
trying to last night.
It
You
was a
can't.
very
It's so hard to hit it dead center over the batter's eye.
it was very, and the guy next to me, I guess he was a Phillies fan too, and he's like, "It's all right, man." I was like, "I know." And then I turned around and I was just so upset, and I like accidentally like either spilled my drink or knocked this guy's drink out of his hand, and
Oh,
I was just like,
I'm
and
sorry.
he seemed mad, and then he's like, "No, man, it's okay." I was like, "Fuck,"
I get it.
and then I was just sad.
I would definitely would be too.
Yeah, I didn't watch The Last Out. I haven't watched it yet,
It's that
and
scar.
I won't. I don't.
I don't know if it was that bad because the Astros are like were the team of destiny. They are the team of the like the end of last decade coming into this decade. They're
They're
almost a
very good.
dynasty.
And I felt that, and it
Cheating
was
aside,
like,
cheating aside.
well, yeah, they were in all the other World Series, and they had lost it so many times for Dusty that I was like, it's gonna be fucking against us. I already know it because, like, I don't know, we this team was probably not as good as last year's Braves team, and probably not as good as that Nationals team. So it was like, you know what, man?
It is odd that all three are, NL East teams and all three were had a losing record at the end
It
of May.
it would have been very funny because it would have been like the Bills. You know, when the Bills lost four Super Bowls in a row, it was all to the NFC East.
Yeah.
So like, it would have been very funny if the Astros did that too.
That would have gone down in his sports history too. I didn't even realize that
Except one of them was the Dodgers, I think. Didn't they play the Dodgers in that one World
in
Series?
2020.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the two best teams that should have been
Yeah,
there were there.
I know.
I mean,
Um,
and that's how it turned out this year. Everyone can go fuck themselves saying that playoff format needs to change. Talking
yeah, I
about
don't.
last.
I'm sorry. No matter what playoff format you have, like you're still gonna get teams that pop off at the right time. Like I don't. You're gonna get teams that are hot, and I really do think that maybe this sounds weird, but like that game that we hit like five home runs and scored 7 runs.
Mm-hmm.
I think we used like all our runs for the rest of the series at that point. Like we just couldn't get hits the rest of the series, and we didn't like other series. We played a lot of small ball and like hit a couple bloops. We bunted a couple times to advance runners, and then like the last couple games, we just couldn't get people
No.
home. And you can't really like throughout the series, throughout the playoffs, like everyone has stepped up at different times. The only people that really kind of kept that going through the World Series was Bryce and Schwarber.
Yeah, it
Like,
was. I loved the stat This did happen after the last recording. I forgot the 5 home run game, and then immediately getting combined no hit the next game.
That was tough.
That was a momentum swinger for sure.
Yeah.
It was going Phillies' way until that moment.
Oh, that guy is a very good pitcher. Javier, my God.
Yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
impressive. He is very good.
So I get high, but I don't know if I could get as high as these guys here.
Oh yeah, all the guys on top of the fucking bank.
They're just standing on top of the roof. Like what?
I don't even know how they got there.
How is that possible? Like what?
I don't know. Like I saw that and I was like, how did they even do that?
I'm
But
sure you can climb. Look,
you know what?
is this
Can
guy
put
cheering or is he climb? Is he starting to climb right here?
he might be starting to climb because I saw a video from a different angle where there was 3 or 4 of them up there.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's just these. The other guys are probably like just peering over the edge, so scared.
But listen, that all that might have happened, but the city of Philadelphia did have something pretty cool happen recently,
Hmm.
and we had a guy who, for the 40th day in a row, ate a whole rotisserie chicken in front of the entire city of
Oh,
Philadelphia.
I saw that
Basically,
today. Yes, I saw that on Barstool today.
just like
Oh,
it's just
dude, that
like a
was
lesson.
hilarious. The sheer determination and will of Philadelphia fans.
It's just like, and the picture of him with like the empty container and everyone just losing it. It's like that's just so perfectly like what I imagine it would be. And his directions, like he didn't say meet here and here. He was like meet at the pier across from the McDonald or the Walmart, and everyone just knew where to go.
Yeah, that's so funny. So this is some bullshit. Last thing about MLB, they're gonna make $11 billion in revenue this year, highest ever.
Jesus.
And at the beginning of the season, they're squabbling over 35 million.
Yeah.
Who
Oh
can
yeah.
they threaten to cancel games over like maybe $60 million, and they're gonna make a record 11 billion this year. They made 9.5 last year, only 3.6 in COVID year, and 10.3 the year before that.
So who are like I got one other question about baseball before we move on. Who are like the big free agents coming up? Like I know Trey Turner. I know like half the Mets roster.
Yes,
Carlos
Correa.
Rodon.
Let's go over that free agents. I was gonna look that up earlier, but I did.
Correa? I thought he just signed last year.
He only signed a 2-year deal, and he signed it was an opt out. He had a player opt out for the second year, and he
Where was
opted
he
out.
at? I don't
Minnesota.
even know. Oh,
Minnesota. And they kind of, shit the bed.
yeah.
Dude,
And I
Edwin, go ahead.
Evan Diaz,
Yeah.
DeGrom. I think is Alonso? No, Alonso's not a free agent, is he?
I don't think so. Trevor Bauer's a free agent.
Well,
He's just
okay.
making videos on YouTube now, and honestly, they're pretty funny.
We'll see if anyone even signs him.
Uh, DeGrom,
I think Scherzer is, I don't know. Maybe that's just,
Verlander,
maybe,
Scherzer, I think has another year or two.
I think it's just Mets Twitter that I saw where people,
Yeah.
they thought Scherzer was going to leave for some reason. I don't know. I
I
think,
don't know if he can, but Carlos Rodon is a great pitcher. Uh, no, Syndergaard's going to be a free agent. Bogarts is going to be a free agent. They're already talking about not re-signing him in Boston.
we,
Obviously, Aaron Judge.
we already have like split ties with Gene Segura. I know he's not like a huge free agent, but he's a good, under your roster guy.
Yeah, I could see the Pirates signing him just for like a veteran guy, just to like keep around. I don't know if he would start for. He would definitely start for the team most days at second base, but let's see here. Chapman, Zach Britton, Will Myers. Yeah, there's Segura. Craig Kimbrell, Kenley Jansen. Jose Abreu is a name to look out for the Pirates. They need a first baseman. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really good offseason just based off these names. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. And they better fucking spend that money. Goddamn Pirates.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
We will definitely see. Kind of blending into college football here. Did you see the video of Adley Rushman tackling Christian McCaffrey on a kickoff return?
No.
Dude, Adley Rushman was the kicker for Oregon
Oh, and
State.
Stanford. Yeah, when he was
Yeah,
at
and then
Stanford.
McCaffrey was at Stanford in 2016.
Yeah.
It's crazy that, the future of catching for the Orioles and the future running back for one of the best running backs in the league is
Yeah.
insane. All right. Enough of baseball. The initial college football playoff rankings were last week.
And the next ones are coming out tonight, and I think it'll be interesting.
They are, yes. But the ones last week, I think shocked a lot of people. And we got to go over something.
I don't. But
I did say that Clemson would beat Georgia. That's obviously wrong now.
yeah,
But that didn't mean that I said that Clemson was good. I thought they were both bad. I thought that Georgia was just worse.
No, Georgia just reminded everyone, hey, we're still pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're very good, and they could have won that game by a lot more.
Yeah, it was a combination of Tennessee's offense shitting the bed and Georgia's defense dominating.
Yeah. Well, not Tennessee, Georgia's offense, like, guys were running like 30 yards open
Mm-hmm.
on some of
That
those touchdown passes.
what was it, 21-3? That was exactly what it was for Tennessee against Bama.
Yeah. It was like, it was really bad. They did not look good. I think at a neutral site, it might be a little bit different because there was a little bit of weather, but Georgia was still good.
Yeah,
I think
I saw it was raining.
if Tennessee can get another shot at a neutral site, I think, well, my God, I think those fan bases might kill each other in the middle of wherever
And
they
like
are.
yeah, and like you said, the weather picked up, but Tennessee's defense played pretty well. That was encouraging.
I just think
After the first quarter.
I think Kirby was just like, we're just gonna fucking sit on it because they're not gonna score. I think he didn't want to you don't want to get anyone hurt. You just fucking sit on the lead and you're good.
Yeah, just beating them is enough, I think. They didn't have to run it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I agree with that for sure. Then speaking
Um,
of Clemson,
they're just
let's go. Fuck
yeah.
Notre Dame, but fuck Clemson more.
I'm just happy we don't have to see them in the college football playoff because I really didn't want to. I knew they were not good. Like they've had played so close to too many teams that they were a lot better than. And
Mm,
yeah. And it was looking
absolutely.
like I didn't think Georgia was going to, or not Georgia, Notre Dame was going to be the one to beat them. I thought it might end up being like North Carolina because they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Notre
thank
Dame
God.
beating them was definitely a surprise, and I was extremely happy.
I'm just happy.
Yeah.
And the other scenario that I'm very happy about, we don't have to worry about 3 one-loss SEC teams because that was a very scary scenario.
No, Bama.
Thank God. Not Chip Kelly, Brian Kelly just
Dude,
fucking
yes.
laying his
I
nuts on the
said
line.
Brian Kelly with the ballsiest call to cement Bama's ticket to the couch during the playoffs. LSU wins 32-31 in OT. Me and John were John was
But
screaming at the TV. What's that?
you know what that does though?
What?
Like
But
a lot of things would have to happen.
I don't think LSU is going to be in.
No, they're not going to be in. Things would need to happen, like some crazy stuff would need to happen, but they would be in the SEC playoff right now, like the SEC championship game. And they have put themselves in the conversation to maybe be like, hey, we could be in, almost like Texas was earlier this year.
LSU?
Like, yeah, they could. It's not impossible. It's a long shot, but
7-2 and trending in the right direction. Alabama 7-2 trending in the wrong direction. I could see that.
it would have to be a scenario where TCU loses some games and
I think
some other people come out.
one of Ohio State and Michigan has to lose to someone other than themselves. I think for that to happen.
I don't.
One of those two teams has to have 2 losses in order for LSU to get anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think it's going to happen just because no two-loss team has ever gotten in. But it's another one of those things like they have a resume. You know, they lost to Florida State early, which really could have gone either way. And like we said last week, that early loss really, it's good to have that early loss instead. And then they lost to Tennessee, who has just been dominant, and I think we'll still end up in the playoff even though they lost.
Yeah. Let's look at the AP poll here. It was. I think
no, I'm not
that was
worried
a
about
good
the AP poll.
snapshot. I thought
The
that was a
AP
good
poll.
snapshot though of what it's going to be.
I don't look at the AP poll at all anymore, as far as
Oh,
I'm
shut the
concerned.
fuck up. I just like it because it comes out 2 days earlier. So I think Georgia is going to be 1. I think they're going to leapfrog Ohio State because they struggled against Northwestern.
No, yeah, they'll be.
Holy shit! It was 7-7 for the longest time until the fourth quarter when
It was some bad weather. CJ Stroud did not look that great.
No, he looked really like disappointed, very
And
disappointed in himself.
I don't know who. Like, I think Hendon probably still leads odds for Heisman, but after that game,
Probably not after that. I think
but who would you
Stroud's.
put? Bryce lost. Stroud played horrible.
I think Stroud still won just because he hasn't lost yet. Until they lose, I don't think there's any reason to move him down, because Hooker was 2 right after him.
There's a shot that you see a fucking what's his name? Bo Nix in New York. If Oregon can like finish out the season, finally,
Oh,
you could see like that might.
That's an intriguing pick.
It's
I
worth
think
a
I might like
flyer
that.
because if you look at his numbers and you look at how Oregon's played, ever since Georgia, they've fucking murdered everyone.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look up his stats real quick. Bo Nix.
And
Let's
they
see.
just put up numbers. They've put up 40 plus points every week since week 1. After losing to Georgia, they've put up 40 or more points every week.
Holy shit. He has 73% completion rate, almost 2,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
And he's run in for at least 5, I think. Like he's rushed for a couple touchdowns as well.
Damn.
Like if
Yeah, I think that might just be passing.
it might be worth a long shot to like if you want to, because he's gonna be more than plus 1,000. Actually,
That
look,
wouldn't
I'll
be
see.
bad. I thought you were talking about the draft at first, and I was like, I would probably take like a 3rd round
Oh
pick on
no
him.
no no Heisman.
Yeah, if he finishes out the season, yeah, for sure. I would like to see what he is now. Actually, I don't have my. Oh, I do have my phone on me.
I'll look. I got
Yeah, I'm sure you have it up already.
Heisman. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
What?
Where the fuck? Oh, he's plus 2,500.
That's pretty good. But
How the
who's ahead? Oh, so who's ahead of him?
Stroud, Hooker, Blake Corum from Michigan, Caleb Williams, Stetson Bennett. But like a lot of those other.
If Michigan goes undefeated, I could see, and Blake Corum balls out, I could
Yeah,
see him winning it.
if either of those two ball out against each other again in that game, I think they pretty much win.
I think Hooker
But
might already be out of the conversation out of those top 3. So I think it's
he
just Stroud
doesn't.
and Corum. Stroud and Corum top 2, but I think Stroud's still ahead,
And he
obviously.
doesn't really have a lot of like marquee games left to like show out as far as like playing big games.
Yeah.
Drake May from UNC has been electric and awesome. I just don't think he'll have a chance because he's on UNC. But Bo
Yeah.
Nix still has some of his biggest games left where he has.
You said he was 6th.
He's. No, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 8th
8th. Okay.
with plus 2,500. And he's still got. I think he's still got US. He's still got Utah. Let me pull up the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, oh damn. Oh
He's still
shit.
got Utah, Oregon State, which is always that Oregon State game is always something. Oh, and Washington this week, which Washington is not exactly tough. And then the Pac-12 championship potentially against the winner of USC UCLA, which are
This
both
is
very good
insane.
teams.
So Bonex actually has better passing numbers than CJ Stroud right now.
He's lighting it up.
2453 yards for CJ Stroud, 29 touchdowns, which is only four more, and only one less interception.
I'm just saying. Keep an eye out. I don't think it will happen, but keep an eye out.
That's a good pick. I like that.
I think he'll at least be in New York.
Yeah. And then TCU number 4. I think TCU will get in there. So Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, TCU.
Wouldn't it be a fucking slap in the face if Tennessee was still in there?
It would be a slap in the face because they looked like shit for most of the game.
But I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised.
TCU also looked like shit for like their first half.
And I think they order the quarterback again this week? Injure a quarterback again this week?
Who, TCU?
Yeah, like the past couple games, the starting quarterback has gotten injured. Starting at the Oklahoma game. Like every starting quarterback has gotten injured in every game. I'm starting to just believe that maybe they're kind of good and they have that they just find a way to win, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they had someone jump TCU or left Tennessee ahead of them. Because they've shown they're not afraid to leave a team out, even if they're undefeated, if they don't think they're that good. At least for now. They won't do it. If they end up undefeated at the end of the season, they'll put them in. But I could see a scenario where they leave them out until then.
I do not see where he got injured. Oh, Texas Tech got QB got injured.
Yeah, again, that's every week.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant TCU.
No,
I thought you meant TCU.
No, TCU has the other team's quarterback, or the other team's quarterback has gotten injured pretty much every week. I gotta look at their schedule now because I know all the games that it was. I don't know if it happened last week, but let's see. TCU schedule.
TCU.
Okay. I don't think JT Daniels got hurt in that West Virginia game, but I don't think that game was never really in doubt, even though West Virginia was close to covering. But yeah, Kansas State.
Bullshit.
Adrian Martinez got hurt. Oklahoma State, Spencer Sanders got hurt. Kansas, I think it's Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, there's a bunch of J Daniel. There are so many J Daniels.
There's a Jalen and there's a Jaden. And the one
and JT Daniels.
Yeah, but JT, like I can figure that out. But there's Jalen and Jaden, and I don't know which one.
Daniels, though.
And I just don't know which one plays for Kansas and which one plays for LSU. And we're 9 weeks into the season, or 10 weeks. And then Oklahoma, what's his name? He got hurt. So it's like, can you keep getting lucky? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see if Cam Ewers gets hurt.
Yeah, I think Texas beats the absolute fuck out of them. But
I don't think so.
If Quinn Ewers get hurt,
I don't think so. You again believe way too much in Texas. Every time you said that, they've lost. Like literally. I think Texas has got to beat the shit out of them. Oh fuck.
I think the only other one was Iowa State, and that was just surprising. I didn't know what happened there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He lost to Texas Tech, lost to Oklahoma State. You said they were going to be the shit out of Oklahoma State. They did not.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. And they were winning that whole game.
I would run it if I had Bijan Robinson too. Well, let's see here. There was a bunch of trades. The trade deadline was last Tuesday for the NFL. There were some good ones. I think
There
the
was
best
some. It was probably the most active trade deadline we've had in years. Usually it's something.
because it literally was. It was the most
Yeah.
trades on the deadline day ever.
'Cause it's
Record was 9. There was 10 last week.
wow. It's usually always pretty hyped up every year, and then nothing happens. So to see a lot happen this year was very exciting. Like I'm getting fucking Schefter tweets every 2 minutes, and I'm like, the hell's going on?
Yeah, and they're not irrelevant trades either.
No, they were very relevant. And we also have some other news in the NFL this week too, as far as coaches.
Oh, yes.
I think since we recorded, 2 coaches have been fired.
They have been. Let's go over the trades first here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think this is the best trade. Ravens traded a 2nd and a 5th round pick to the Bears for Roquan Smith.
It showed last night.
And the Bears are paying $4.8 million of his remaining salary, and the Ravens are only chipping in $575,000.
The only thing about that I don't necessarily like for them is I think it's just like they're just going to have him for this year. I don't think they're going to keep him for next year. I think it's just a rental to shore up that defense, which I think is good. It's buying in for this year because I think they're good enough. I think the defense has just been bad and offense has struggled recently, but they got it done last night. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, the team that I think they're on par with also made their defense way better. Dolphins traded for Bradley Chubb. First rounder, they traded their 1st round pick from San Francisco in a 2024 4th rounder and Chase Edmonds.
that was a great trade because they got Jeff Wilson too from the Niners.
Yes, they did, and I didn't realize that fucking who is it? McDaniel's their coach.
Mm-hmm. You can plug and play him
Coached him in San
immediately.
Francisco.
And Raheem Mostert, he had both of them.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that was awesome. That was a great pickup for them.
Now you said you think the Dolphins are on par with the Ravens. I think the Dolphins, since Tua has been back, have put themselves in the elite category as far as teams because they haven't lost since Tua's been back. The only loss they have are when Tua was out, and now those games that Tua's been in, like they just dominated. They killed the teams. They put up points.
Well, that's it's not necessarily true. They beat the Lions 31-27.
And the Lions are just frisky. The Lions are just one of those teams. They just
beat the Bears 35-32. And Justin Fields had 178 rushing yards.
Yeah, and I'll say yeah, they might not have won by a lot.
They are very, very similar teams.
But the thing with the Bears now is the Bears have suddenly flipped the whole script on the Bears, where the Bears are now they have no defense because they traded everyone away, and their offense is electric. I love watching Bears games now.
Dude,
Justin Fields,
so good.
They finally realized hey, this guy can run and do things. They did what I said. I think last week they put the offense in to fit him, and he's been amazing, breaking a record that I couldn't believe wasn't more than 200 yards.
Yeah, I think Claypool trade was great for them.
It's beautiful
because it takes a lot of pressure off of Darnell Mooney. Mooney was the only one that was getting open long. And he was doing it so inconsistently because they didn't have anyone else that could do that.
Yeah, and because he was their top receiver, and I think that's kind of what he is that deep threat more. And Chase Claypool is good route running, and he can cut you up in front and, like you said, lay off some pressure from Mooney. And I think the Bears are suddenly making smart moves. They're just loading up picks on it for next year. Yeah. Where even if maybe they don't use them all in the draft, you have a bunch of picks to maybe trade for a high-profile free agent.
Yeah.
You have a fuck ton of cap space now because you got rid of all of it, and they're doing what competent organizations do: is you buy in on your young quarterback on that rookie contract, and I think they might go out and get some. They might go out and get some people in the offseason, whether it's trades or free agents. I'm kind of excited for the future of the Bears.
I am too. I think they'll stock up on defense in the draft. I think that's what
I
they'll
think
do.
they'll stock up on defense. I think they might, whether, like I said, either free agent or through the draft. I think they will try to find Justin Fields like a true number one. I think. Ooh, I don't know if they played at the same time, but either Marvin Harrison Jr., if they can make that work, because you're
Oh
seeing a lot of
shit!
people do the hey, let's get the guy that he already has a rapport with from college, but the main guy he played with is Jackson
It's
Smith.
not even that. Just get him a young weapon.
Yeah, get him something. Like Cole Kmet's a solid like tight end for him.
He did great. Yeah, I think with the emergence of Fields, so comes the emergence of Komet.
Hmm we've seen an emergence of a lot of tight ends recently, young tight ends. I feel like,
Who was
but
Isaiah Likely last night? Balled out.
he's good.
Yeah,
He's going
the
to be good.
Ravens are just a tight end machine.
Yeah, all the way back to fucking Dennis Pitta. They used
I
to
was
have
just gonna say Pitta,
Hayden
yeah.
Hurst. Fucking, I don't think Willie Snead was a tight end, but I just feel like he was a tight end.
I think he was.
I
Willie
don't
Snead the
know
fourth.
why. They had like yeah, they had all these like man, if they would get Lamar a real fucking like an AJ Brown type person or something, I
Yeah.
think he'd be incredible.
Dude, that sucks that
So
Bateman's out
much
for the
better.
year. I mean,
I
I don't
know.
think he was healthy all year, which is kind of why he was lacking.
No. I don't
But
know if he's as good as I thought he'd end up being. But like,
I think he's just had so many injuries, it's hard to tell. And what
yeah.
because when he's on, dude.
That's true. He just needs someone other than Mark Andrews to really rely on. And like Hollywood Brown was good, but he wasn't like he reminded. Do you remember Ted Ginn Jr.?
Yeah.
Like there's
Uh-huh.
a 50% shot Ted Ginn Jr. is going to catch the ball every time, and that was Marquise Brown. Like he was just.
It's
But
kind
yeah,
of
I like some of these quarterbacks that people I think have underrated. If a lot of the times they just haven't had. Look what happened when they got Jalen Waddle and fucking Tyreek Hill for Tua. Tua looks like a possible MVP all of a
it's
sudden.
awesome. It's awesome.
And
Speaking of
Tyreek Hill, I
yeah,
don't know if that's who you were about to talk about.
no, I was just gonna say, going through the rest of the trades,
Yeah,
another
sorry,
wide
I got off
receiver.
track. I'll
It's
let you go
okay.
through the trades. I'll let you go through the trades.
Another wide receiver, Calvin Ridley to the Jaguars for a 2023 fifth rounder and a 2024 conditional fourth round pick that can escalate to a third rounder if he reaches incentives, and a second rounder if they extend him.
I think that was smart as shit.
That was a great trade.
I think next year that everyone thought watch out for the Jaguars this year. Watch out for the Jaguars next year because look at what Doug Peterson did in his second year with Carson Wentz. The first year we were not good. Like we had a nice couple stretch early and then we
Yeah.
weren't good. Watch out for the Jags next year. Give Dougie P a year. Let him get another wide receiver in there.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Again,
And
I'm sure I've said this. If ETN can hold on to the damn ball, they will
he
be a lot better.
is
He is so good,
he's good.
but he turns it over way too much.
Yeah. He is so damn
Way
good.
too much.
All
But
right, who else we got?
kind of some other inconsequential
Did
trades, I
Robert
guess.
Quinn happen before we recorded last week to the Eagles? I think it did.
I think so. Yeah, I don't have it on here.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
happened
we
before.
must have
Okay,
talked
so
about it.
we already talked about it.
TJ Hawkinson was sent to the Vikings because the Vikings have no other tight ends.
Which that's a great trade.
It is a great trade. Fucking Kirk
That
Cousins.
takes
Iced out, dude.
that takes a lot of pressure off Justin Jefferson. Like obviously he's still going to get doubled, but Hawkinson is a very good, not only just receiving tight end,
I
he's
was
a
just gonna
good
say, yeah, a good vertical tight end.
vertical. He's good at blocking, which will help Dalvin Cook get really cooking again. Um,
Yes.
great trade. Definitely an upgrade over, even if Irv Smith wasn't injured, an upgrade for sure.
Hmm. And then I don't know what the Colts were thinking because they have no one else. Jonathan Taylor's not doing shit. Naheem Hines to the Bills.
Yeah, that was,
That's kind of weird.
I didn't get that.
I was like, if the Bills can, I think they were looking for a pass catching running back, and I think Hines can be good if they can utilize him in the right way.
Yeah, I don't.
But it depends on play calling,
I'll tell you what.
like strictly.
Are there any other trades?
Um, there was another cool fact. I think it was Dean Marlowe and Roquan Smith were traded after their team's bye week, so they have a chance to play all 18 games
Oh
this
yeah, yeah,
season
yeah.
as a record. Yeah,
That was pretty cool. I did see that.
yeah, I think that was it. Rashad Fenton to the Falcons from the Chiefs. That was about it.
I I don't know. So I want to talk about the Bills Jets real quick because I I don't know what that game was. I don't know. Like Josh Allen made some really really bad plays during that game.
Well, did you see possibly as a torn UCL,
Yeah, that's not good.
similar to Big Ben?
Oh,
Uh,
that's really not good.
yeah, no, UCL injury for quarterbacks is like 4 weeks, so it'll probably be out a good month.
Oh
Depending on
God,
the
it seems
severity of it.
he made like poor that first interception. He practically like walked over to him and handed him the ball.
Yeah.
And that was that Sauce? I think Sauce had an
Yeah,
interception
I
in
think
that
it
game, but
was.
I don't know
Yeah.
which one was him. By the way, is really fucking good.
He's so good. That was so worth it.
I
So
don't
worth it.
I don't
I
think
kind of
he's let up a touchdown yet.
I don't think so. I kind of poo-pooed the Jets because I was like, Cincinnati, we'll see. I know he's really good on tape, but like, no, it's paid off. It
Yeah.
already paid off.
I don't think the offense is that good, but the defense has. I mean, the offense was able to do stuff and move the ball, but the
Zach
defense
Wilson,
is really impressive.
Zach Wilson is, ugh.
He made I saw so I have a love-hate relationship with this man, but not Zach Wilson. I saw Dan Orlovsky, a video of him breaking down Zach Wilson, like the differences in his playing this week compared to last week,
Mhm.
and it made sense. Like sometimes the things Dan Orlovsky does, I like. Other times I'm like, Dan, you're really blowing this guy, and I don't know why you still like him. Like I don't know what you're doing, but Zach Wilson like was just doing he was throwing the ball away. Like he was living to fight another down, which is something that I think a lot of the best quarterbacks in the league do. Like Jalen Hurts is might be the best person at doing that. Like
Yeah,
he just doesn't really throw dumb interceptions. I think all of his interceptions this year have been like tip passes or something.
he's very smart with the ball.
And he just and you know what? Every time he does it, I'm like, fuck yeah, Jalen, throw that ball out of bounds.
Hell yeah. I think
Because
that's what
it's
Justin Fields is starting to become too. He's
Mhm.
starting to make good decisions.
Yep.
That's all that he needed to do.
I think it's something that Lamar needs to learn to do better. He is good at it, but there's a couple times where I think he gets a little frustrated and he tries to force something, and that's where a lot of his picks come from.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree. Um, this is kind of funny. So we recorded last week before the Bengals Browns game on Monday night, and I said, "Are the Bengals shitty? Outside of their blowout of the Falcons, they have been almost completely inept. No safety net and Chase is really showing how flawed this team is." And then Joe Mixon just goes and has 211 scrimmage yards and 5 touchdowns. Let's go. 55.1 fantasy points.
So this is another one of those things where some teams in each division just like dominate others. Like the Browns just have the Bengals number, and they have. It's the same with like the whole NFC West is like a circle of just a vicious circle. Like the Niners own the Rams. I think someone owns the. I think the Seahawks like own the fucking Cardinals. Like it's so
Yeah.
weird, and I knew exactly how that game was gonna go. I knew they were not gonna win, but then yeah, this weekend they came back in a big way, showing out, and
Yeah, I was If they would have struggled against the Panthers, I still would have been on the same train, even if they would have won. But no, they looked pretty damn good. 35 points in the first half, 32 total yards in the first half for the Panthers.
See, there's been a trend that people have noticed lately. Every week so far, the team that played the Panthers have lost the next week.
Oh
So
shit!
I don't know who the Bengals play next week, but you might want to take the other team money line. Bengals, they just beat you up. They just really beat you up, man.
They do. They do. Let's see here. Who are they playing? They are playing the Steelers. Oh, uh-oh.
Might be a Kenny breakout game.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, no. They're absolutely going to lose because TJ Watt's back.
Oh, that's right.
I might bet on the Steelers.
They had their bye week. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, before everyone remembers.
Because they are going to, TJ Watt is going to demolish the Bengals because that is the last game he played as well.
That's not a bad bet at all.
Fucked the Bengals. I think he had like 5 sacks alone, which is insane.
Yeah. Hell yes, dude.
And the other thing I wanted to talk about when I was in the middle of the trade talk, I would like to talk about Tyreek Hill and how he's an alien. I think he's an alien hiding in human skin because there is no way someone can be that fucking athletic. He has over 1,000 yards already. And did you see the flip he did in his celebration when he scored?
Have you not seen him do that before?
I've seen him do it before, but that time he got like 7 feet in the air.
It was a back handspring. It wasn't a straight up back flip.
No, I know, but
that's why he got so much air.
But it was an insane amount of air. I don't, and he's just like doop boop. All right, let's go.
It is crazy.
Superhuman.
But I imagine with football pads on, your center of mass is more up here, so you could probably flip like standing up, and your shoulders wouldn't move from where they started. For Tyreek Hill.
Well, especially since he's small, he's like shorter. He's just like
exactly like if you just put your hand on his shoulder and he did a flip, your hand wouldn't move.
Yeah, and
with football pads on.
It's so funny because Mike McDaniel. I like Mike McDaniel too. He's very funny. He's a funny guy. Did you see what he said in the post conference about what he said to Justin Fields?
No, but before I don't know if I mentioned this, but he was childhood friends with Dan Soder, who's a stand-up comedian now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He's just a funny dude. I love his press conferences, like the way he responds to people. I forget what everyone, I think he was there asking about Tua or something when he was hurt. He goes, does anyone have any questions about the Vikings? Like, that is who we play this week. Anyone? No? All right, I don't know what you want me to do. And then Justin Fields, I guess, he like ran out of bounds on their sideline. He went up and said something. They asked him what he said, and he's like, man, can you stop fucking running on us, man? I hate it.
That's hilarious. In the podcast that I listen to with Soder, the Bonfire, it's on Sirius, but they post like hour snippets of it on Spotify. He was like, yeah, McDaniels used to like dress like really fly. Like he used to be like really cool, like the cool dude. But now he's just a nerd.
Yeah, but he's one of those new age nerds. Like he
was joking, but yeah.
Like Mike McDaniel is definitely out there slanging that thing.
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah. Slanging that.
The Dolphins are like, I know I like they've just really impressed me. I think their defense might need to get a little bit better. And I think like as Bradley Chubb gets more integrated, it will. Like they've just impressed me so much. And like other than those games without Tua,
yeah, those 3
they haven't had like stinkers. Like
not
the Bills slipped up against. They already lost to the what's it called? They already lost to the Dolphins once, and then they slip up against the Jets. And then
they got the Browns, the Texans up next. That's 2 easy wins.
They do have an easier schedule the rest of the season.
Chargers,
Fuck to
49ers, Chargers, Bills, Packers, Patriots, Jets.
And the Chiefs. I'm trying to find where are the Chiefs? Oh, there. I'm trying to see. Chiefs have 2 losses. Who did they lose against?
I do like how aesthetically pleasing the Dolphins win-loss is. Win, win, win. Loss, loss, loss. Win, win, win.
That is nice.
Let's get ready for loss, loss, loss.
Yeah, and the Chiefs, they lost to the fucking Colts. They lost to the Bills. Okay, you lost to the Bills, but
yeah. But I think even that, what was that, week 4?
Yeah.
I think the Colts are even a completely different team now from when they were against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they were like dead as dead
Patriots,
could be, and now they're like ungodly, just awful.
The Patriots humiliated them so bad they fired Frank Reich.
They play, and they hired Jeff Saturday as the interim coach.
Dude, they had fucking how many sacks here? It was like 6 sacks.
They were like 0 for 13 on third downs.
9 sacks. They had 9 sacks. A blocked punt and then a pick 6.
Oh, remember what we talked about, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, about games I don't even want to come across my field of vision?
Yeah.
Raiders Colts this week. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to know the score.
Dude, immediately when the Raiders were going up and then the Jaguars scored that next touchdown, I was like, oh, the Jaguars are going to win.
The Colts?
Who you blowing, RJ?
I wish.
You wish you were blowing someone?
Yeah. I said that. You heard that right.
I could blow a big old Chipotle burrito right now.
Josh McDaniel might get fired in his first year. Like, my God. What? They're so bad.
Yeah,
they've given
the
up
offense took a step way
three 17-point leads. They have had 5, I think it said, in their whole franchise history.
Yeah,
the entire NFL, all teams combined this season, have only given up 2 17-point leads.
If this doesn't work out for McDaniels, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back to the Patriots for a third time.
Well, no, you just come back to the Patriots and you just stay an offensive coordinator until Bill Belichick retires, and you retire right with him. You say, okay, Daddy, it's time to go home. We're done.
I mean, you remember his first time head coaching with the Broncos.
Don't you remember what I said last week? He won this. He won the first 6, and they found out that they were cheating. And since then, he's like just horribly bad. I forget what the exact his record is, but he's not good.
I don't know. Yeah, not good at all. Oh shit, Joe Mixon's on a bye this week. Fuck.
Yeah.
But Justin Fields is playing Detroit. Let's go, baby.
Oh, that'll be a fun game. That game I won on my screen. That might be a single screen game.
I wish that was the fucking Thanksgiving Day game.
That would be fun.
Who is playing on Thanksgiving? That's only 2 weeks away.
Buffalo plays Detroit, Cowboys, Giants, and Patriots, Vikings. Ugh.
Patriots, Vikings. Wait, what? Let's go. Let's go. Can't wait to see the Patriots get their shit kicked in by the Vikings.
Usually the third game is at least like a fucking division rival.
Dude, let's go.
Ugh. That's a gross game.
Buffalo and Detroit?
It's the first game.
Then
Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys, Giants? No Packers?
No, it's always Detroit and Cowboys that play, and then they added a third game
I thought the Packers
3 years ago.
Played. Oh well.
No.
I don't go out for Black Friday anymore, so.
Yeah. Wait, what week am I in? Oh. I think everyone needs to stand up and acknowledge that the Seahawks are just a good team at this point, and if we haven't already.
They are, yes.
They're just
I
good.
agree.
Kenneth Walker is a fucking beast. He is a dog.
Kone.
I love that he goes as Kenneth. And Cliff Kingsbury might be the next coach that is booted out of town because you got fucking what's his name yelling at DeAndre Hopkins. Kyler, why are you yelling at DeAndre Hopkins? You have nothing on DeAndre Hopkins. He has saved your life so many times in games. I'm kind of worried about the Chargers. That game was way too close. That was such a perfect Chargers Falcons game. Like the Chargers driving late to try and like win, and the Falcons pretty much winning. It was another Falcon. You ever see those ESPN like win probability things that they have for the Falcons all the time?
Yeah.
That fumble, it was probably like, all right, $1,000,000 win, and then drop the fumble immediately back down.
That's hilarious.
But I guess they didn't have Mike Williams or Keenan Allen, so
Yeah.
I'm worried. Like I don't know how. I guess they'll end up in.
I don't know. But we got to talk about the Eagles without Jordan Davis.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that.
The Texans put up a good fight against them because Dameon Pierce is so goddamn good.
Dameon Pierce is also good, and surprisingly, somehow, I think the Texans might have a semi-decent offensive line.
Yeah, no,
Because
they're not
Dameon
bad. They're not a
Pierce,
bad team. I think they're better than people give them credit for. They're still not great, but
no, but like Dameon Pierce has put up numbers like ever since he's like really taken a hold of the starting role. He's just been putting up numbers every week, so I don't know. I don't know how much I'm worried about it yet. We'll see. Like I'm not. We'll see. I am a little bit worried because he's out for the year. But the only thing is we have like an infinite amount of defensive linemen. So
wait, who's out for the year?
I think Jordan Davis is out for the year.
No, at least 4 weeks. It's a high ankle sprain.
Oh, it's only 4 weeks. I saw they put him on IR.
He is, but IR is only 4 weeks.
Oh, I'm thinking of something different then. Okay. Well, okay, good. That makes me happy. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right. If
If they lose, I don't think that would be the worst thing in the world to whoever they play.
Well, let me see. If there's anyone I want to lose to, who would it be the rest of the season?
You got Washington up next, then Indianapolis, then Green Bay, Tennessee. Maybe Tennessee wouldn't be bad.
Tennessee, yeah, if Jordan Davis isn't back by then Tennessee might.
Oh, you guys play the Bears 2 weeks after Tennessee at the Bears.
I think that's a game where Justin Fields is not so good.
Just eats.
No. That's the thing.
Jordan Davis will probably be out for that Tennessee game. So
yeah, we'll see. It depends. I mean, who's playing quarterback also? Because Malik Willis is not good.
he took him to overtime. Come on.
Yeah, Derrick Henry took them overtime. He didn't complete a single pass to a wide receiver until like overtime.
That's okay.
Yeah, let's just completely eliminate an entire position group.
I'm joking.
Maybe he'll thrive. Maybe he thrived in that.
Who fucking knows?
Let's see. No, Tennessee is a tough team, and they're built to win like in the playoffs.
They are a tough team. If they get their quarterback shit underway, I think Ryan Tannehill would start the playoffs just because of experience.
I think Tannehill,
Unless Willis balls out.
Tannehill's just been hurt, right? He was just hurt. It wasn't.
He could have played this week, but he was on the fence. But he could have played if he had to.
They played angry. They definitely played angry Sunday night.
That's for sure. I agree with that.
And yeah, I don't want anyone to. I think everyone's kind of realized that both these teams suck as well too. I just don't want to talk about the Rams or the Bucks anymore. Like they're just not good.
Yeah, no, that wasn't good. They lost me a parlay, so fuck them. I would have cashed out on Sunday night.
They're really really shitty teams. Like
Fuck
the
both of them.
Bucks can't move the ball. Like the Bucks, maybe somehow they figure out later in the year on offense, but they like your next week's week 10. If you haven't figured it out by now, and they play the same game every week of like low scoring, and they're driving to win, and they either figure it out or they
Yeah.
just suck.
Now that Brady crossed 100,000 yards and has the most comebacks in the fourth quarter, there's literally no use in watching him anymore.
Not like
It's just useless.
yeah, I don't know what it is about either team. Why they're so, I think. Well, I will say Brady has lost like every offensive lineman known to man on that team. So
Fuck,
but
fuck.
still,
He's lost every offensive lineman and every wife he's ever had.
that is actually a fact. Yeah, that's a true statement.
That is a true statement.
Um, all
Fucking
right,
fantasy this week. I
yeah,
blew it out.
Ian,
I blew it out of the fucking water.
you, who'd you play?
I played fucking Rich.
Yeah, you blew Richie's back out.
Absolute. I won 194.8 to 90.8. I won by 104 points.
Yeah, you had an insane week.
I think that's about what Reagan beat me by. But yeah, I had Justin Fields put up
You did.
42.7.
You did what the Astros did to the Phillies.
I did. I did. I really did.
You you got fucking shelled and then put up a no-hitter next week.
Yeah. Fucking Joe Mixon, 55.1 points. Let's go. I should have started Jeff Wilson. I picked him up. I should have started him. If I would have known that he would have just got in there and did shit right away.
Well, I
Because
don't
I
know
had,
about those two running backs. They're going to share a lot of carries now. They're going to because they
but
did
as long as one or both of them can even get close to the end zone, I'm fine with that.
true.
I don't think Mostert's so much of a end zone threat. I don't know if either of them.
They're both just basically the same. They're the exact same
Yeah,
person.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
In
But
that offense, they're the exact same person.
Montgomery and Gabe Davis both had 5 points.
Hey, I moved up to second in my division.
Let's go. I'm still sixth and I'm 4-5.
Oh, yeah, I love Josh Allen, but I kind of hope he's out for a couple weeks because it really helps me out because Malka's the next person below me,
Right.
and I'm only in second because I have one more point than him on the season.
Hell yeah. Garrett Wilson's hitting his stride. He had 17.9 points. Miko Hardman was a great pickup. 19.9 points this week again. And then the Patriots defense, 26 points. Nick
Yeah,
Folk. Nick Folk, 17 points. Let's go.
that's insane. Reagan was bitching about our team again. I was like, your side is very bad. Like, you're only one game back right now. You can definitely like make it and be fine. Because
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Shane and what's it called, Mr. Cat Festa have come out so far as like the top dogs.
They have. Well, yeah, they are.
If Shane would
Game
have won
7 and
this
2.
week, he would have locked up a playoff spot if he had won this week.
That's kind of crazy.
I said
I
that's
have a
insane to
5%
do that.
I have a 5% chance. I'm coming for you.
Well, you're on the other side, so
I'm coming for you, Reagan. We're both 4-5,
maybe
bitch.
I don't think anything's gonna happen to fucking Doc the operator here.
He's only 6-3. I mean, it's not, impossible.
Yeah, he is
Only
only
two
6
games,
and 3.
only 2 games off. This dude, our side is super fucking competitive.
It
And then you
is,
have 2-2-7 teams on your side.
but
What the fuck is that?
look at his team. He's got Patrick Mahomes. We're starting to get into Derrick Henry season where Derrick Henry just is rushing for 200 yards every week.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, Mike
Aaron
Evans,
Jones didn't
Chris
do
Olave
anything
is
this week,
coming
but
back.
Olave is gonna start popping off again.
Yeah, Goddard's such a good tight end to have.
Goddard just had like 100 yards this week.
God damn it. Josh Jacobs is a
Talk
fucking
about
insane flex.
yeah.
That's a the most flexing of flexes.
Wasn't 2 weeks ago because he couldn't get more than fucking 20 yards.
Oh, but still.
Yeah, you want to talk
Dude, he's
about
got
another
Cortland
tight end
Sutton on his
machine?
bench. Like what?
Yeah, because fuck them, fuck that team.
It's crazy.
And like Packers defense is good. He's also got the Jets defense, who is becoming is suddenly like a turnover machine now.
Let's see here. What defense should I add? The Saints defense against Kenny Pickett. Oh, that's not too bad. You know what?
The Bengals must be on a bye week.
The Bengals are on a bye week, yes.
Okay. I was like, wait, I thought the Bengals were playing the Steelers. Oh, you know who you should pick up. You should pick up the fucking Titans defense.
Who are they playing?
Fucking Stinky Wilson and the shitty ass Broncos.
With my luck, they'll drop fucking 50 on them.
Yeah.
I'll choose. I'll choose here after we're done. I don't want to do too much thinking like that now.
You got a couple good options there. Even Giants defense is solid. Actually, even Broncos defense is semi-solid, but I think Derrick Henry runs all over them, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about it.
That's all I got.
Today is election day. Fucking go vote. Go vote if you have not voted.
I didn't.
Or if you're unable to. I know you, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have mailed in.
Well, I don't. Well, I'm not going to be. I'm registered to vote here. So I guess I'm also moving out of this state. So
that's fine.
Kind of didn't, you know.
If you don't have a gun, this is your only God-given right.
If I'm just fuck the NBA for not having games today because of this bullshit. You vote during the day. Your games don't start until 7 at night at least. I wanted an NBA tonight.
My mom got out of work 2 hours early to vote. I was like, what the fuck? I'm glad I had school or else I wouldn't have come back to vote.
True.
So thank God I had school. But yeah. Let's go. I think that's about it.